Next up on our list is YouTube, the information superhighway of video.
Yeah.
So the number one complaint from clients is they don't know what the next step is in the process. Elaborate on that, Hannah.
This is super interesting. So I was really late to the game because I was so camera shy, but setting up a YouTube channel really will set you apart in the real estate business. A lot of agents, a lot of people, their number one biggest fear is getting on camera or speaking in front of an audience. And the number one complaint is that clients don't know the next step of the process. Buying a house is super scary. And you'll experience in your career, if you're a brand new agent, your client will call you and be like, what's next? What do we do now? You know, the home buying process, there's a lot of waiting. 30 to 60 days, it's hurry up and wait. It's very, very stressful. The kind of way to do it is every question your client asks, set up a YouTube video for that. One, this will help your client know, hey, I just onboarded a buyer. Here's my YouTube playlist for buyers. Go watch all of these quick videos. You'll know exactly what to expect. Hey, I just onboarded a seller. Here's my playlist for sellers. Go watch these videos. So it really gives your sellers and buyers like, wow, the person I'm working with is a very professional agent. I know exactly what to expect throughout the process, gives them a guided walkthrough to reference. And then it takes all of that time off of your plate so you can go be efficient and do your job and not have to repeat all of these same questions again. It also lead generates for you. So it's a two-pronged approach because out-of-state clients, they don't know realtors in Arizona, right? People here do, but out-of-state, they don't. Out-of-state people, you know, as you build your reputation, they type in, what do I do during the due diligence period while waiting for blah, blah, blah. And then your video starts to get views and people like you, and then they shoot you a message because you have a call to action. So you start to build your reputation through your YouTube channel as well as providing a service for your clients.
I think clients, consumers, if they're moving to a new market, they're researching the neighborhoods in that area. If you're moving to Phoenix, for example, you want to know the top 5 neighborhoods and top 5 schools in Phoenix. Well, that's a great place to start with content creation. What are people going to search for when they're moving to your market? What are they going to want to know? And maybe they want the top 10 restaurants. Maybe it's not about real estate. Here are the top 10 places to stay, top hotels to stay. So you really want to be creative about what the consumer is thinking about, what they're searching for on these organic search engines, and getting content that they can consume. And then, of course, you become engaged with them.
A tip for YouTube that we learned from a very, very successful YouTuber is make sure your call to action is at the beginning of the video, not just at the end of the video. Because a lot of people don't watch videos to the very, very end. So they may like your video and love your content, but you don't want to just put your call to action at the end. So put your contact information, or, you know, shoot me a message or give me a call, or like, subscribe, follow, whatever your call to action is, at the beginning as well as at the end of your video, so you get a lot more conversions if you're trying to capture leads, which you should be doing. So that's just a little tip for you there as well. Setting up a studio. We're here in our studio right now, which is something you can go all out and spend $100,000, or you could do it with your iPhone and a little selfie stick for basically $10. So it really just depends. We have probably a $2,500 setup, so very kind of middle ground, pretty affordable studio here.
I'm going to do a video and our additional content on all the equipment I used for setting up this studio. And I was a bit of a novice as well. And I researched, hey, what type of microphone should I buy? What type of camera should I buy? What type of equipment and lighting do we need? But I'll go ahead and do that complimentary video for you guys and go over every single piece that I bought that I think is going to be really important as you guys build out your studios at home or in your office. All I can tell you is have great lighting and have great sound. You get those two things and you're halfway home. So
yeah, exactly. And you don't be afraid. If you're like brand new and you don't have a lot of money, don't let that stop you from starting to do your videos and film. You can work your way up, and we know a lot of great agents that start and build up a lot of subscribers that don't have a studio at all. They just have their GoPro and their selfie stick, and they do great. You know, some agents do selfies on their walk or in their car or on their horse, and it really doesn't matter. We went with this because it's what we wanted, but there's tons of content on YouTube. That's the great thing, is you can learn anything for free at your fingertips on YouTube, and that's exactly how we learned what products we wanted to buy for our studio. Definitely utilize that and figure out what works best for you.
Sometimes the most edited and production type videos don't play good with the public. Don't be afraid to be organic out there. Don't be afraid to be less scripted. We work really hard to create our content, and one of the ones with the most views was me throwing the ball to the dog on the beach. And it blew up and went viral.
That's actually proven that the less scripted and the more raw it is, the more views it will get. And the algorithms like it better and people like it better. So it's actually best to be less produced, and that's what people are more going towards now, is because it works a lot better. So that's setting up your studio. So to get ready to film your videos, first you need to create a content outline. That, you know, it's just like writing an essay in high school or college. First you have to create your outline for that essay. You don't just pick up your pen and start writing. So you want to create your content. What do you plan on writing? Of course, if you're just doing a spur of the moment video, that's fine too. But if you're doing a training series or something we discussed, like for your buyers and sellers, you'll kind of want to have a nice flow for that process for your videos. Once you create that outline, you'll want to schedule your consistent posting. You know, once you study on the best times to post, have a consistent posting schedule so your clients and your viewers can be expecting consistency of when those videos are going to be coming out. Then you're going to want to have consistency on when you want to record and edit that content so you can stay on schedule with your postings as well. So for video editing, this is tricky. We had a hard time finding
We've been through
editor.
a dozen editors, let me tell you.
Yeah. So there are video editors you could find on Fiverr and Upwork and freelance work that you can do. You can also hire VAs, out of Philippines and other countries like that. But it is hard to find really good quality video editors. You can edit yourself on Instagram Reel, Canva, TikTok. They all have video editing services. Your MacBook, iMovie has video editing services as well. We found a really amazing company finally that does our video editing now. So we pay a monthly subscription and we have a video editor.
They're really good.
Yeah.
They're fantastic. We'll put the name on the screen here so that you can reference that. But they're a good one as well. Adobe's got a great product as well. I think Premiere Pro is one of the best video editing softwares out there. So if you want to learn it, save some money, you're a new agent, don't have the liquidity to hire somebody to do it, go ahead and edit yourself.
So that's all about YouTube and editing your videos, but definitely get into content creation, guys. It is where the future's going and you're going to want to be ahead of the game.